What's up, Royals? Hope you guys are doing well. I got an Axanthic pied clutch here. We're going to cut these open, and these are from my line bred Axanthics. This video is sponsored by Redline Shipping. Excellent products and services. Redline Shipping will take care of all your shipping needs. Go give them a try over at redlineshipping.com. So the line of Axanthics that I work with is VPI. And when I say line bred, I'm not just talking about the VPI line. There is one special animal that I got, one female, and she is phenomenal. She is beautiful. She's given me like 3, 4, 5 clutches already, and she still looks gray and silver and black. So I decided to get rid of all of my Axanthics and just work with her and her offsprings. So this is a clutch that was produced by a couple of her offsprings, actually, a pastel Axanthic pied to a Axanthic pied. So here we go. None of these have pipped, but we are getting really, really close to day 55. It's day 54, actually. And some of these look to be very thin, like the shell is very thin, and that's a good indication. If you know what you're looking for, it's a good indication that the babies are good and ready. So everything in here is going to be Axanthic pied, and there might be a pastel or so, just like that one. I mean, look how clean, look how absolutely clean that is. It's just black, white, grays, and silvers. There's no little patch of yellows at all. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So I guess the point with this line breeding is to make Axanthics that are as clean as possible. Clean being no yellows, no browns and tans. But every once in a while, one of those will pop up. It's not a gene that you can isolate. It's just some characteristics, and you do want to try to aim to always breed the ones that have the characteristics that you're looking for, and in this case, ones like this that are like grays and silvers. Try to stay away from the ones that have the yellow outline, especially in a pied where you have the saddles. Sometimes there's like a yellowish outline or a few scales that are yellow. I try to stay away from those, but being somewhat still new in the Axanthic pied project, I did keep back one of them because, well, like I said, I didn't hit many in the very beginning. So, but this is not the clutch from that one. This is from a extremely clean female with an extremely clean male. So there you go, a second one. So far, the first one I believe is pastel. The second one maybe is pastel. I mean, you saw that little tiny silver saddle. It's very difficult to find the pattern in there to determine or to ID if it's pastel or not. That third one I just cut, I don't think is pastel. Still very clean though. This one doesn't look to be pastel, but it's got a ton of pattern. Very bold, deep black lines, very thick. It almost got that leopardy look, but from what I understand, there's no leopard in the pairing, unless the mom is hiding it, because I know the dad is definitely not a leopard. But the mom is very deep. She's got silver saddles, and each of her saddles has a black outline around it. Ooh, there we go. Now we finally see a head of one of them. But this one doesn't seem to have much saddles at all. So just the head right now that we can see has some pattern, which with pieds, that's almost always the case. Almost always. But yeah, so there we have it. 5 beautiful, clean, exceptional looking Axanthic pieds. And as always, in just a couple seconds. I'll be back to show you what these guys all look like once they've crawled out of their eggs, so stay tuned. This video is sponsored by shedtesting.com. Fast, reliable service. Visit shedtesting.com to get your snakes genetically tested and take the guesswork out of your breeding projects. Alright guys, time to give you an update on the Axanthic pied clutch, and to my surprise this is the only Axanthic pied in the entire clutch, or I should say the only one without pastel, because as you know, when we went through the cutting portion, I think only one or maybe two of them I kind of noticed the pastel pattern, but to my surprise they're all pastels except for this one. And let's see if this is a boy or a girl. This one doesn't want to cooperate. I think it's a girl. It's not really cooperating. I'll have to try it again. But yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now let's take a look at this one. This is a what we call a low white pied. In this case it's a pastel Axanthic pied. Very, very beautiful with a lot of pattern. I think pastel works really well in this combination because it brings in a lot more silvers, and of course busies up the pattern. A lot of speckling, a lot of these like things that are just busy, making it busy looking. I really like that. And the dad is beautiful. The dad is also a pied pastel, I mean. So wow, there you go. That is a female. Let's go with this one, also a low white pied. You can see there's kind of breaks in here. As the animal ages a little bit, the saddles will become a little bit more defined, because right now it's like you can't really tell where the saddle ends and the white begins, but you do know that there is a band of white in here due to this section where there's blank. But as it grows, the saddles will be a little bit more defined, like that right there. Very beautiful. All of these are extremely beautiful. I just absolutely love the Axanthic pied because it's so different. Axanthic is so different than all the other ones because it doesn't have the color. I mean, it's like you get a little bit of a break in your eyes from looking at all the bright colors. So we have that one, and then we have this one right here. This one looks to be going into shed already. You can see how pink it is on camera compared to my off-white grayish light gray gloves. So I give you a look at if this is a boy or girl. If it cooperates, that's a boy. Yeah, this one has a lot more white, as you can see, and a lot more speckling in the saddles that it does have. Very nice. I'm going to go a little bit quick here because some of the other ones that I just showed you are escaping here. So we got one last one. I really like the way this one looks because it's got a nice spread of its saddles. It's not just all up in the top half of its body. It's kind of spread out very evenly. And yeah, another pastel. Again, this one is also going into shed, being a little pink here. And that is a male. If this was a female, I would have kept it. Honestly, it's very beautiful. So I think I am going to make all of them available once they've had their meals. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys follow me on my morph market, because that's probably where I'll be posting these. That's the first place I'll be posting these, is on my morph market. That about wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and you want to be informed of future uploads, make sure you're subscribed and ring that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching. Please share, and remember, rules for life. Peace out.